Welcome Tiny Tots Development Center Field Trip Volunteer. To ensure an enjoyable, safe, and fruitful experience, we'd like to draw your attention to some crucial steps and guidelines. Firstly, your child's participation hinges on a signed consent form from you, the parent, or the guardian. Even if you're accompanying your child on the excursion, a signed form is mandatory. This allows us to maintain accurate records and guarantees that each participating child has secured their parent or guardian's approval for the trip. Once the consent form is in place, you'll need to complete and sign our volunteer policy and application. This document delineates the responsibilities of each participant, establishing a code of conduct for everyone involved. By signing this, you confirm your understanding and willingness to comply with these guidelines, fostering a harmonious environment for all. At Tiny Tots, we prioritize the safety and well-being of our young explorers. As such, background checks on all participants are required. We understand that this might seem intrusive, but rest assured, it's an essential step toward creating a secure and comfortable environment for our kids. To facilitate the background check, we request you bring a state-issued photo ID to Felicia Carter in administration. The background check should be completed at least a week prior to your volunteering date. We assure you that any personal information shared with us will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality and respect. One of our trained staff members will serve as the group leader, ensuring a successful field trip. Clear and constant communication with the group leader is paramount. Make sure you understand the excursion's rules and share them with your child as well. Punctuality is key to the success of our Tiny Tots excursion. We encourage you to arrive at our designated meeting spot in a timely manner. In case of unexpected delays, please alert us by calling 206-723-1590. If you're unable to attend, please provide a minimum of 24 hours notice. We ask that you reach our meeting point promptly to prevent delaying the journey. You must be transported to and from the field trip with your child by the charter bus arranged by us. If you plan to drive to the destination and meet us there, your student must ride with us on the bus for the entirety of the trip. This is essential for maintaining a consistent level of supervision and safety for all children on the field trip. We will provide a healthy, nutritious sack lunch for the students. The meals will be prepared with the well-being of our children in mind, considering any known allergies or dietary restrictions. If your child has specific dietary requirements that haven't been communicated, please notify us in advance so that we can make suitable arrangements. Volunteers will be provided with a sack lunch upon request only. The lunch will include the same food that is served to the children. During the field trip, please be aware that the consumption of alcohol, illicit drugs, nicotine, and vaping is prohibited. Tiny Tots has a zero-tolerance policy regarding these substances to ensure the safety and well-being of participants. Additionally, we request that your clothing and personal belongings do not carry the scent of a substance that may be harmful or disruptive to students, including strong perfume or cologne, cigarettes, marijuana, or anything that could negatively impact the experience of participants. If you or your child requires emergency medication, check that the staff on the field trip are aware and bring a supply of rescue medication on the field trip. Please bring only necessary belongings on the trip, such as a wallet, cell phone, and emergency medication if needed. Do not bring any prohibited or dangerous items such as weapons, cigarettes, lighters, tobacco, marijuana, drugs, or alcohol. Please refrain from using vulgar or offensive language during the trip. We want to maintain a respectful and family-friendly environment for all participants, including the children. This helps create a respectful and appropriate atmosphere during the field trip, especially when children are present. Please refrain from disciplining your child in front of other children during the trip. We understand that parenting moments happen, but addressing discipline privately can help maintain a positive and supportive atmosphere for all participants. We encourage parents to handle discipline discreetly to avoid any potential discomfort or disruption to other children and families on the trip. Please be aware that as a parent, you are responsible for your own child as well as helping to monitor the other children during the field trip. You may not take any child except your own to the restroom or to do other activities that require you to leave the group. Although you are there to help supervise, you cannot have sole responsibility for any child except your own. Only a Tiny Tots staff member may take children to the bathroom. Respect the privacy and consent of other children and parents by not taking photos or videos of children other than your own. At no time should anything be published on a volunteer's personal social networking site in reference to our children or families. At no time should any photographs or other materials be published that identify a present location. At no time should any materials be published that would breach confidentiality or are deemed to be of a detrimental nature to our organization or our families. Please make sure we have up-to-date emergency contact information for you and your child. Also, ensure we are aware of any medical concerns for yourself or your child. Volunteer safety depends on the safety consciousness of everyone. Volunteers are expected to exercise good judgment and reasonable caution in all that they do while volunteering to protect their own safety, as well as that of children, staff, and other volunteers. Be vigilant about the children's safety and well-being, especially in busy or unfamiliar environments. Always follow general rules of safety. If a volunteer is injured or suspects that they have been injured while on the field trip, or if a volunteer is involved in an accident, the volunteer must notify their group leader immediately, as soon as practical, but in no case later than 24 hours following an injury or accident, or suspected injury or accident. A volunteer must complete an accident report form describing the circumstances surrounding the incident. This form may be obtained from the administration. Don't forget the most important part. Have fun and enjoy this exciting opportunity. Thank you again for joining us on this field trip. We could not have field trips without family volunteers like you.